What does the scripture mean when it says they shall sell them to the Sabeans? That's Joel, the 3rd chapter and the 8th verse. And you should all be familiar with Joel, the 3rd chapter. Really the whole chapter. But when you come down to, I want to go up a couple of verses. I'll start the 4th verse. Joel 3 verse 4. Yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon? Who are the people of Tyre and Sidon? Now we know that that was part of the land of Canaan. The original people that possessed that land were the Canaanites. But who possessed the land 2,000 years ago, 2,500 years ago? Right now, it says, yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon, and all the coasts of Palestina? Will ye render me a recompense? Recompense basically meaning payback. And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head. 5th verse. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem, which represents Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their borders. So we should know that that's talking about ultimately we were sold to the so-called white man, and we were taken across the pond, so to speak, the other side of the world, the Western Hemisphere, to serve slavery. It says, the 7th verse, behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them. So what is the place? We should know that the place is America. Behold, I will raise them, who? Jerusalem, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and all the rest of the tribes, because all the rest of the tribes are here. It said, behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them. We were sold here to this country, the West Indies Islands, Haiti, Santo Domingo, because you have a lot of people, Simeonites, which are actually Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. You had a lot of mixing with, the so-called Dominicans, which you had that island. What's that island? Hispaniola, if I'm not mistaken. And you had a line, a border line. So you had the Levi or Haitians on one side, and Simeon or the Dominicans on the other. But understand, the first bulk of the slaves were brought over to that island among the Dominicans, where the Dominicans are. So a lot of those Dominicans are actually Judites, Benjamites, and Levites. It says, 7th verse again, Joel 3 verse 7, behold, I will raise them out of the place, which is America, whither ye have sold them. And then they go beyond America. It's the America, the islands, Haiti, Santo Domingo, which is really that whole island. Hispaniola, if I'm not mistaken, is the name. And will return your recompense upon your own head. 8th verse. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, because we're going to be the kings and priests of the whole planet Earth. So we will have slaves. And they, Judah, or the kingdom of Judah, and ultimately the rest of Israel, and they shall sell them to the Sabeans, to a people far off, for Yahweh have spoken it. So here's your homework assignment. Who are the Sabeans? And will we in fact sell Edomites or the people of Tyre and Sidon to the Sabeans? Because I thought that we're going to have all the nations in slavery. So are we going to actually sell slaves of other nations to other nations? That's my question. And with that, it's on to the next one. Shalom.